Have you done any lateral work?
A little bit, but not much.
Okay, let's stop 1 second and just chat a minute about lateral work. You can just let him stand on the long rein. Okay, so the two basic lateral positions are shoulder in and haunches in, right?
Hmm.
Okay, I don't really do leg yields because leg yields don't have a bend, right? And so then I'm just
Hmm.
crossing legs. If I don't have a bend, then I'm not I'm not able to influence the back of the horse. I do something similar. What I do is I call it counter shoulder in across the diagonal, right? Okay, so there's three. There's counter shoulder in, and haunches in. Okay, do you know what counter shoulder in is?
No.
Okay, have you heard of shoulder out?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what they're calling it now, is shoulder out. I can't do that because it's counter shoulder in to me. So basically, when we talk about lateral positions, in the technical sense, a shoulder in is the shoulders are in from the wall, right? But the hind legs stay on the track, on that curved line, right? That we talked about, 1 foot on each side, right? But
Hmm.
shoulder in is not the haunches swinging to the wall and the horse loading the left shoulder and then the rider trying to manage the front end. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. So what is shoulder in? Shoulder in is basically what we're working on now in a bend, right? We want the horse to curve around our leg and not throw its weight from one shoulder to the other, right? So we
Hmm.
push the horse away from the inside. That's the first step. Like we're circling. We don't push and let the horse just go out. We want the middle to move, okay? The
Hmm.
most important part of the lateral work is that once the horse moves over, the other side must come up and forward.
Hmm.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, so a shoulder in a finished horse is ridden on the outside leg. Okay, so let's talk about haunches in. Haunches in is technically we need the front end to stay on the track and the haunches to come in.
Hmm.
Okay, not the horse throws the haunches in and the rider manages the front end. Okay, so
Okay.
we put the haunches in and then we ride it up on the inside, right? We catch it and the horse comes in front of us. So when I
Hmm.
say to you this way, you have to put the right hind under and push the left shoulder up, right? That makes sense to you?
Hmm.
That's essentially a haunches in without going sideways, but it's the same concept. Okay. And
Okay.
okay, so now we're going to talk about counter shoulder in, which is going to be very useful to you because what we do is we take that shoulder in, right, where the shoulders are off the wall and the haunches stay on the line, and we turn it around and we face the wall with it, right? So if we're facing the wall bent right, we're moving left.
Hmm.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes. It's not really ridden like the shoulder in because you have the wall in front of you. The reason you do that is because when you have the wall in front of you, it makes it so that you don't end up wrestling with the front end to try to teach the
Hmm.
hind legs to do something different than they want to do, i.e., cross to give um, strength to the back. You follow me?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, so those are the reasons to use it. It'll be a little while before we get to that because the horse has to be very stable, right? Once you can walk and
Hmm.
trot and circle and diagonal and trot and the horse keeps the same cadence. Rhythm is,
Hmm.
is one thing, but cadence is, um, it's a hard thing to describe. It's the amount of time the horse is off the ground. Each stride is the same and it's the
Hmm.
correct speed, right? It's not too slow, it's not too fast. At least to me, I don't know that I've ever seen like a clear definition, but rhythm to me is the horse very steady, right? That's what I mentioned on the other side. It's the rhythm is staying steady, and then that leads to cadence. That is, has, a longer time in the air, so to speak. Right. So when we talk about lateral work, your key takeaway needs to be that you move the horse away and then you ride the other side forward. If
Okay.
you don't ride the other side up and forward, the lateral work not only has no benefit to the horse, but will break down their joints because their whole
Mhm.
body is not involved, right? You are not
Mhm.
but the rider ends up riding the neck.
Mhm.
And that means the horse will never use the back.
Okay.